Now that we've built our foundation, it's time to actually delve into the creation of the speech itself by preparing it, researching, organizing, and supporting the material that we have. First, we have to conduct some research. If we want to be effective and successful in our speeches, we have to do some research. It not only helps us to organize our own thoughts, but it also helps us find relevant facts, theories, examples, quotations, arguments, those sorts of things, so that we can flesh out our speech in full. It also helps us to become more familiar with our own topic, so research is only a good thing. When we are researching, we want to start as looking at it in the general sense, and then get more specific. So we might start by looking at things like magazines or newspapers or summary articles online in order to get a general feel for our topic. And as we're conducting that basic research, we'll start to notice some trends, and we'll start to dig a little bit deeper and look at even more specific articles and whatnot, and look and find academic research articles and books that are specifically about our topic and that are super duper detailed. Now, we are going to talk about researching and how to conduct proper research in a later chapter. But for now, just know that it's a really strong way to learn even more about your topic once you've chosen it. After we've done a little bit of research, it's time to start organizing our speech. Effective speeches all contain the same basic structure: intro, body, conclusion. Basically, in the introduction, you're telling your audience what you're going to be telling them. In the body of your speech, you're telling your audience what you're telling them. And in the conclusion, you're telling your audience what you just told them. So we are going to talk about each of these in turn. In fact, there's a chapter devoted to each of these: intro, body, and conclusion. But for now, tell them what you're going to tell them, then tell them what you told them. Finally, we have to support our speech. So we've built this sort of outline. We have an intro, body, and conclusion, and we have all of this research. So now we have to put them both together and determine how we're going to elaborate on our main points using the research that we have conducted. Supporting materials help us to define, explain, and illustrate our main points. We use our research to support the different sections of our speech and make it more understandable for our audience. And every single point that you have in your speech should have some kind of support, whether it's from expert testimony or from an academic research journal article or from a news article or whatever it is. Practically everything that you say in a speech, if it's not your own original idea, needs some form of support. So these are the ways that we prepare for our speeches, and we're going to be talking about each of these, like I said, in a lot more detail later on.